Good evening. Somebody here already. 2 people. What's happening? Whoa. Breaking the place. Somebody come and gone. Anybody home? Trying to get my camera right. Will that do? Will that do? Anybody home? I think that's the best he's going to get, huh? Hey! People are saying hi. What's up, guys? Jordan and Ty. Kyo, good day. Sawadee Kap. How's everybody? Marco? Doing well, sir. How's everybody been doing? I haven't been here doing this live for a while. This is the first time in over 3 months. Buckets of blessings. What's happening in out in the world today? Anything good? I think today, is it today Australia Day? So for the Australians, happy Australia Day. I believe it is today. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, it's I think today's Australia Day. I'm not sure. I've got my bearings wrong. So, what's been happening? Well, just working in the garden. Not Australia Day in Holland. No. Where is the white mask? Right behind you on the shelf. -5. Woohoo! -5. That's cold. Yeah, Australia Day. Good. Somebody mentioned it in the comments yesterday, so I thought I have to remember to say Happy Australia Day. And for those in Holland, because it's not Happy Australia Day in Holland, Happy Holland Day. From Bermuda. Whoa! Hey, how you doing? All the way from sunny Bermuda. Thank you. I have to wear the glasses so I can see you. Otherwise I can't read the comments. They're not strong, they're just reading glasses. Maybe I could read the comments, I don't know. I can see me and I can see my... No, I can't read the comments. Raining. Oh dear. Raining in... Is that in Bermuda, is it? OC. In Seattle. It's got to be raining in Seattle, is it? I'm using my phone for live stream. Theo, Thai Theo, I use my phone. 46 South Australia. And that's centigrade. Wow, Scott. 6 in Holland. Raining in Bermuda. Oh. Hey, Martin. Good evening. What time is it in England? It must be about 5 o'clock, is it? 5, something like that. Cold and miserable here in Newcastle. Hey, Mark, sorry about that. 7 in England. 7 p.m. in England, is it? Oh, I thought so, yeah. Okay, 3:35. Yeah. My clock's at 5 minutes slow. The camera is on the front. It only works for live stream on your camera, only works from the front. And for some reason it turns it round. So this is my right. 2 a.m. in Australia. 2 a.m.? Oh. Yeah, I guess so. It's already gone. Yeah, the monkeys were really funny. At first I was flying the drone. I didn't even know they were there. I was going to fly the drone over some water I seen. The water, the second part. Bermuda, 11 o'clock in the 11:40 in the morning. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't even see the monkeys. I was just gonna. I'd seen some water that I wanted to fly over, and then I seen one monkey, and then I seen some more, and then I seen hundreds. Sydney, 2:35 in Sydney. Wow, that's late there, Scott. Are you on late shift or watching TV? Watching YouTube? Yeah, then I seen, so I thought, oh, see if I can watch the monkeys in the tree. So I put the drone up by the monkeys, and they didn't like it at first. They all just ran. I guess they maybe bird of prey or something. I don't know. And then, so I just sat there and hovered for a while, and they all come back because they wanted to see what it was. Night shift, okay. So night shift in 40-some degrees at 2:30 in the morning. Monvia, where's Monvia from? Good evening. So yeah, oh, Florida. Hey Paul, Scott, Mr. Asia. Good evening, Scotsman. Where's Scotsman from? Glasgow, Edinburgh, Inverness. Yes, when the drone got up high, and I just sat there, they all come back. Oh, put in time. Oh, Glasgow. Yeah, okay, Glasgow. I've been there a couple times to Glasgow. Funny watching them, yeah. In the end, I think they got used to it, but they were just trying to be like, you know what monkeys are like when they're in a tree, they don't like something, they shake the tree. Kevin, I love watch your channel. I'm from Bangkok. Oh, okay. From Bangkok. Frankie from London. What's up, London? Brian, where have you been? I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard. I seen your video the other day. I'm a new subscriber. Love your channel. Refreshing. I'm in Westmont, Illinois, USA. George? Busy, mate. Oh, okay. Busy making them millions. So, yeah, I got to get Brian Pataya Droner over, and he can video those monkeys in the tree. That was funny. Big Scouse Jim, hello. Oh, okay, cool. Land of Smiles. What's up with the mask? Colleen. That's my zero mood mask. Hello. Good afternoon from Munich. Could you please give an update on your air filter? What is it worth? Yeah, is it worth for the air filter is a Hitachi, what is it? EP3000? Yeah, EPA 3000. It's very good. If you're cooking, it'll smell it. It smells it by itself and cleans the air. Does the gift? Oh, it'll come back. I missed that. Somebody asked about the air filter. Yeah. So if there's if you're cooking and it smells something, or you burnt something and it smells it, it'll pull it out. Does GIF have a sister so you can double date? Jordan, mate. I think she does have. I think she has a sister. I never met her, but I think yeah, she does have a sister, but she's married. So if there's a smell or anything, it pulls the smell out of the air. And it has an N95 filter, which is the filter you need to clean the exhaust fumes, the bad exhaust fumes out of your house. And I can tell you, you know, I've never had allergies in my life, never. But coming here, I was fine up until about 6 months ago. I just started coughing, sneezing, watery eyes, you know, your normal stuff that bothers you. I don't know. I think she's, as far as I know, she's married. But so anyway, my eyes, nose, mouth, coughing, whatever. Since I've had this, the coughing's been reduced by 99%. Sometimes I'll cough a little bit, but generally I don't cough in the house at all. Go outside, maybe. A new video on the elephants? I can do that. I'm a little bit worried about flying the drone near them. St. Charles, the live stream is a pleasant surprise. Thank you, David. Yeah, the air has been really bad even outside. Yes, agreed. You know, I kept coughing and coughing, and why am I coughing? I've never coughed in my life. Never had any allergy in my life, except for, I guess around August last year it started. Remember I had that really weird cough, and then it just did all kinds of weird stuff. 4,000 and crop in post. Yeah. Good idea about that, Brian. I just don't want to get close to the elephants. I don't want to spook them, and I don't want to fall in the water. But so the filter is good, yeah. What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about trying to explain. Somebody asked me a question about the air filter. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to scare the elephants or irritate the handlers. But it's good. I mean, that when those big ones get in the water, they're just like, they're so majestic and amazing. So just to finish on the air filter, I would say it's definitely worth it. You know, I stopped me coughing 99% of the time. I don't have any allergy, nose things, eye thing, or nothing in the house anymore. Sometimes if I go in the garden, I'll get some, but I can come in the house. And the point of having it on, you know, it just sits there quietly, just doing nothing, but this fan's spinning, so it can smell. So if you cook something, like burnt toast or something, it'll smell it and clean the air. Right, yes, Brian. I bought it from Home Pro, and it was 4,900 baht. Anthony, hello from Manchester. The Thai government is going to do something about the pollution. I hope so. No problems at night. No, Norbert, no problems at night. That was the point. I have it in the house, so when I come in the house, I don't get disturbed by the pollution. And when I sleep, I can rest. So when I wake up in the morning, I was waking up in the morning tired, like for weeks, and that's not me, but it's gone. Home Pro and a Utia, but Home Pro and Future Park should have it. Home Pro and Future Park is even bigger, so you might have a better selection. But the one I got was the Hitachi EPA 3000, and as long as you have the N95 filter in it, that's the one that cleans the pollution out. This was the cheapest one, and it does 20 square meters, so it's fine. Yeah, it works fine. I can sleep with no coughing. I can be in the house, no coughing. So it's nice. Not like 99% it works, or more. So I'm happy with it. I don't wake up tired anymore. Excuse me. I used to go to bed, wake up in the morning tired. Can I show you the air filter? I can show you the filter. I guess. 1 minute. Let me show you the box. Yeah, I don't mind. Tesco 4,000 for the red one in Bangkok. I've got the box here with my drink sitting on it. My drink of water. Hello from Sweden. Hi Eric. There's the box. I've had it about a week, so I kept the box just in case. Air purification Hitachi. Where is it? EPA 3000. It's backwards, so I don't know why the phones do that. EPA 3000, and it has the. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, the main thing you need is the main thing you need is the N95 filter in it. As long as you have the N95 filter in it, that's the one that I forget what it's called now. S something. In the other video, it shows you the purification. Watching from a restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah. At breakfast time. What are we having for breakfast? Don't make me hungry. Don't make me hungry. The mask they say to use is N95, and that's the one they use for paints, for spraying and stuff. What's going on in the garden, Kevin? Well, I planted some banana trees, and I got some other fruit trees to plant. I forgot their names now. Yeah, the mask one is N95 mask. Hello, Wagon. Where's Wagon? Yeah, the mask is the one for paint fumes. That's the same one you need for pollution. So N95. Not pay me nothing. People ask, I explain. A rye is, I think it's two and a quarter rye for 1 acre. Dallas, Texas. Cheers. Yes, I heard that, Norbert. I heard that. In fact, you told me before. The other day in the Home Pro in the UTA, they still had those masks. I didn't buy one because I got this house thing. I can't wear those masks out in the garden. It'd be, just a wad of sweat. How much land is here? It's a 3 something rye. So what's everybody been doing? Anything good? You want to know why I haven't been doing any live streams for a while? Hands up if you want to know. Okay, nobody's talking, but I'll tell you anyway. Terry, good evening. I didn't do any live streams for a while because I was banned. And I got banned. I posted a video a year ago, and hands up. I posted a video a year ago about boudoir photography, and boudoir photography is boudoir means like the room before the bedroom in Old French, and that's so you're basically talking about lighting and stuff like that. And the pictures I used that I took many years ago doesn't show anything more than a bikini would show. And they said it was sexual content and banned me for 3 months. So no live stream for 3 months. I was like, the video's been sitting on my channel for a year. And I think many people said it was a troll who flagged it or something. I said, probably. It's okay though. But I'm back until they find something else to moan about. But I checked all my videos to make sure there was nothing on there. Could you have done Premiere? Yeah, you can do Premiere, but I heard Premiere is having problems. So I thought just leave it, keep it simple. Premiere, yeah, Premiere. I've heard it. I can do one though. Another time I'll make a video. I think the way Premiere works is you load the video and then you advertise it, and then you can, people ask comments and you can type in while you're there watching. But I figure too much. I can do the live stream and I can do the video. I really enjoy the video. You know, this platform sometimes really irritates me, but I still love the creation, the visual art, the video, the lighting. I'd like to do a lot more. I would love to have a studio and do a lot more. I've been in, I'll be here, 7 years already. 7 years in August I'll be here. Wow. 7 years in August I've been here. Yeah, actually, you know, you talk about Brazilian waxing. I've seen that. Somebody did a Brazilian waxing on live video, and it's not banned. I'm like, what? Yeah, I know, I've seen them. I was searching for something the other day, and something came up that was very sexual, and you seen the whole front end of the woman. The whole front end. And I'm like, huh? And I get banned for like something that's like less than the same as a bikini or more. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, I do understand one thing is it's all turning very political and crazy. So you know, any chances of me growing and making anything out of this video, out of this channel, is, I just forgot about it now. I don't worry about it anymore. 13 years. My Thai language is probably around not good. I can get by a little bit, you know, I can understand some. I can make people understand me by sign language and what little Thai I know, but it's far from perfect. Thai language is very hard. 7-year itch, yeah, I know, I understand that. I get the 3.5-year itch. I've lived in so many places. I don't have 18,000. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I got 13,000. 13,300. It stops some days. It doesn't even move. They turn videos off. Thank you. I'll keep doing it. I'm going to keep going. I mean, if I have no subscribers and make no money out of it, that's okay. Yeah, 13, no problem. That's why I wear these glasses, because I can't see neither. But yeah, some days you get. Okay. No, I'm not marrying nobody. I've been married 2 times, never again. No way. If she gives me $1 million, I'll marry her. But I'm not. I don't want to swear on here. No way. Nope. I got ripped off royally 2 times. Not doing it again. No way. I can talk, if I, over a cup of coffee, I can explain many things. Yep. Fell off the horse. No way. Thumbs up, gangster. I'm not saying anything derogatory at all about Thai ladies. You know, the ones I've met are really nice. But I just don't have the patience. You can call me a grumpy old man or something if you want, but I just don't have the patience for it all anymore. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Well done. Happy anniversary. I you know, I love video. I love photography. I have a thing about photography for some. My father was a photographer, and he taught me how to develop film when I was about 6 or 7 years old. So I've been doing photography for many, many years. You know, I love, actually love going out with a just a cell phone and taking pictures for Instagram. Love it. But I love video. I love, you know, anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um, Anything visual, anything like, you know, I was a teacher for many, many, many years. So um, putting something together to explain something, uh, visual art, or you can call it a teaching aid, whatever you want to call it. I love it. So I'm going to keep going, you know, and I'm going to stay on this channel as long as I can. You know, I have to play their games. If they say, I don't like your blue shirt, you're banned for 3 months. Okay. Actually, it didn't bother me at all. But, you know, you get the trolls and you get all the people who want to be nasty. Think, do it. That's okay. One thing I learned in life is let it go. Just let it go. No point in stressing over anything. What's this? I don't even know what this does. I won't hang up on you, I hope. Oh, okay. All messages are visible. Some messages are potentially scam visible. Okay. Oh, I just found a button I didn't know nothing about. Eric. Frank cannot legally own property, correct? They can't own property. You can own an apartment, but not land. I guess, I don't know if... Yeah, you can't own land, but you can own an apartment. You can own land if you have a business or marry a Thai lady. You join the club, Sugar Daddy. I don't know. Gordon Tickle said that you upload because it contains. Yeah, word snake. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, anything with snake. Agree. I have like two videos that have been demonetized because they're about, you got the word snake in the title. I have a video about a snake trap. I made a trap for snakes, and then another one of snakes that I found. I had snakes and lizards and scorpions, everything I found, put all together, and they banned that one too. I learned a lot about rent. I learned a lot about YouTube in the last few days. I've been doing a lot of studying. Thank you, Gina. I don't know what the snake. I have no idea. I mean, I got another one about. I was asked to go to a temple. They did they saved some buffalo. A load of buffalo were going to be slaughtered. And these people bought the buffalo, and they asked me if I'd like to come make a video about it. So I said, okay, sure. So I went there with like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And when I got there, it was quite cool. So I did a video about it. And the video was, I said, I didn't even think happy ending for them is what I called the video. But thinking about it now, happy ending, what does that mean? But I'm talking about buffalo. You can watch the video and see what it's about. But they still banned it. They banned it because happy ending, I presume, or somebody tagged it and said they didn't like it, but nobody actually looked. They just expand it. You know, you think you go out to make a video, it makes an hour, hour and a half, then you come home, then you have to sit and edit it depending on the footage you have. Maybe it can take you, you know, if it's just straight talking, it can take you an hour. Then you render it, that can take half an hour, and then you have to upload it. And I have poor internet, so that can take another half an hour. So you can talk about 5 or 6 hours work just to make one video. Gina, no idea why, Snake, no idea. Yep. Good evening, David from UK. I have no idea why they behave the way they do. Well, one idea is that they don't really care about people like me or people, you know, if you put us all in the same club, they don't care about us. I don't want to really talk too much about it because I've been doing some research for the last couple of weeks, and today by accident I've subscribed to some people off the platform, this platform, and I get emails notification, and I can go to their website and watch their stuff. And I learned a lot today about what's happening. Germany, Michael, good evening. So if I missed your name, I'm sorry. Hello from Germany, David. Gangster from South Carolina. People, I missed that one, I'll come back. Yeah, I learned a lot, but I'm going to keep going. I'm not worried about growing my channel anymore. I'm not worried about anything anymore. It's a platform I can put my creativeness on there. And the good thing is it makes me, I can do what I want. You know, if people get upset, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to do what I want and enjoy it, you know. When I first started this, I did some research, and it took me a long time, but I learned that in 5 to 6 years, I could, you know, if I grew my channel and it to a reasonable size, it could take 5 or 6 years. And I've been going now for just over 2 years. I'm nowhere near. But one guy said, with the research he did, great channel, Kev. Thank you, David. Better to rent. It's up to you, really. Pennsylvania. Thank you. One guy did some research, and it said whatever you see on the screen for subscribers and views, times it by 100. He actually phoned YouTube and then phoned the FCC and phoned many people and got a lot of data, and learned that we're all being held back because they want the mainstream channels like ABC, NBC, all them. They want them to go up. The movie stars, they need them up. All that sort of stuff. They don't want us. I mean, I'm not a threat to anybody because I haven't been on here long enough. But they don't want me to grow. Pennsylvania, Ray. Depends on how you do and then financially viable. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But the reason I monetize my videos, and the reason I do, is to supplement my pension, you know, to give me a little bit of extra spending money. I try to save it each month, just in case I need it for a rainy day. But, you know, if I want to use it for something every so many months, then maybe I'll use it. But mostly I try to save it for a rainy day. But normally I just, you know, I live on my pension, so my green clothes pension. But you know, is it worth doing? If you think how many hours you do for one video, and nowadays I do 6 videos. How old am I? I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm 62. Thank you, Scotsman. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, so you know, I'm not complaining or whining or anything. This is a fact, and I'm just sharing it. You know, I had visions of trying to grow my channel, but I still, you know, I do 6 days a week. Sundays I have off, and I enjoy that. You know, I can sit and watch videos, you know, snack, eat, relax, do what I want, comment on here. I just want to say one thing about commenting. sometimes if I produce a video and I used to sometimes, not anymore, but sometimes when, when I was getting like 1,000 views within 24 hours, I might get 100 comments. I can't reply to 100 comments in a day. And, but nowadays the comments are more around maybe 20, so I can. 58 from Scotland. So, yeah, so sometimes if you don't get a comment, it's not because I'm being rude. It's because I'm just overwhelmed or busy or going out or something like that. I have to go, Kev. Really nice. Thank you, Eve. All the best. Thanks for coming by. Gangsters, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Mr. M. Finally caught me live. Good. I'll get that last one in a minute. I'm on the hard stuff tonight, look. Order. Yeah, I work, you can say 5 hours for a video and I can upload it. But like this week, I think Monday, Tuesday, something like that, or Tuesday, Wednesday, they just said the video had to be checked. For what? There's nothing in it. It's the same video. You know, I don't put anything naked. I don't swear. I don't do anything weird. So why did I turn it off? I have no idea. So, you know, they have their policies. They say you have to get 1,000. But they say what they want to say, do what they want to do, and we just have to be like, yes, please, yes, please. You know, you just smile. The first time in two years and 2 months I've been doing this, I contacted them before many times, and just nobody. But I spoke to a guy the other day, and a friend said to me, the reason he's so good and talks to you is probably because they're new. But whatever, you know, I'm polite, and they can be polite. But you know, they just tell you the policy storyline. So whatever. I'm not worried anymore. Just do what you need to do. As long as I can keep posting my stuff, I'm happy. Yeah, nothing. Just whatever. I mean, as long as you guys still enjoy, then I'm going to keep posting. If you guys don't enjoy anymore, then I'll go post somewhere else, or I'll just record my own things. You know, I said to you a while back that one day I would love to make some kind of a documentary, but the visual and the audio and everything has to be on the button. Or at work with some other people making something would be fun too, like a collaboration. I've been trying to find some people who live locally. You know, I live about 40 minutes from Ayutthaya. So if there's somebody in Ayutthaya, a Thai person would be really cool. But I haven't found anybody yet. So that's what I've been doing. What's the temperature up in Sweden? Somebody said -5, right, in Sweden now? I lived in Iceland for 4 years. That was cold in the winter. Whew. Gotta go, Mr. M. Okay, thank you. Take care and keep doing what you do. Thank you very much. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Buckets of blessings. Any more questions? Please don't ask about visa or properties. I've heard it too many times. Any other questions, though? You can ask. Gotta go. Sunny. 73 in California Stein. Is it getting bad there? What does that say? Paul says, what's the mask? side of the job. Oh, what did Paul say? Job as actor in Thai play. Yeah, yes, about the right cold in Sweden. Yeah, sorry about that, Eric. Bars and nightlife seem to be very popular channels. You have a great approach. Different. Thank you, David. Zero in Minnesota. Do you have any plans to visit any other countries in Southeast Asia, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam? Do you have sales and income tax there? Sales tax, I think sales tax is 7%, but it's included. You know, when you go to America, you buy something in America, there'll be a price and then they add the sales tax at the register. Here, if you buy something, it's the same as England. The sales tax is already inside. So if it says 100, then you take it to the counter, it's 100. In America, it says 100, you take it to the counter and then they add the sales tax. So here, the sales tax is in the money, in the price. Income tax, I don't work here, so I don't pay any income tax. But they do, corporate companies pay income tax. So do you have sales? -8 in Ohio. Ray, whew, make me cold. What is -8? I think when you get down that far, it's about the same in centigrade, isn't it? That's cold. I miss it. I miss the cold air. I have to say that. You know, when you go outside and you can breathe and you feel your lungs are like full of air. I used to, many years ago, I used to like to run. And in the winter when the air was cold, not too cold because obviously if you can't breathe in cold air, but like chilly, you run and you breathe in, and there's so much because the cold makes the air condense. So when you breathe in, you get so much more air. But when you try to run when it's hot, you can't get any air because it's much thinner. No running anymore. I missed that last comment. I'll catch it in a minute. Oh, here we are. My conversation, your web page, and comments from views. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. Watermelon seed. Thank you for visiting Sweden, Eric. Frozen rain and zero in Romania. Hey, Romania. Thank you for watching. Any neighbors? And hello from Bangkok. Aussie in Bangkok. Neighbors. This way down the road, I have a neighbor about 100 meters, 110 meters away. There's actually a family in there of like grandma, granddad, daughters. I think there's like 10 people living in there in a few houses. That's 110 meters away. This way it's a little bit more, but there's some people building the house. I mean, all they've done is cleared the land so far. They're about this way, maybe 90 to 100 meters the other way. So they're trying to close in on me. Go up to Chiang Rai Mountains. Have nice cold. I think the temperatures are about the same actually. Who looks after the dogs if I travel? I have a friend down the road who comes and feeds the dogs and the birds if I go away. But just lately I haven't felt like I want to go anywhere. Somebody asked about traveling around Southeast Asia. I had aspirations to do that before, but you know, I've traveled a lot. I've been blessed to travel a lot in my life, and nowadays I just don't feel like traveling. You know, I've been to in Indonesia. I've been to Bali and Java. You know, I've been around India. David, about the land. Oh, please don't ask about the land. How many times have I heard that question? About the land. I cannot own the property. Phalang cannot own land, so you have to rent it or have an agreement or a lease or something. You can have a business if you have a if you start in a business officially, and there's laws for that. You have to invest, I think, 40. I'm not a business owner, so I don't really know all the legal things, but you have to employ so many Thai people, and you can have a business, and you have to show your books and all this sort of stuff. But if I had spare money, I have a million ideas. But right now, I just don't have the energy to play mind games with anybody. Do you have citizenship in the United States? Yes. But I'm from England, and I'm a citizen of England also. I thought you said you were born here. And I was born in England, London. No problems, David, no problems. I'm happy to answer. I just heard that question 1,000 times. Jessica, hippie man. I don't know, maybe it's you know, you hear people say, when I was younger, you hear grumpy old man. What is it? Happy, did I like Bali? Yes, I've been to Bali twice. What's that? Bro, oh, gotcha, I've been to Bali twice, and I kind of went more or less to the same place. I went to Ubud, 2 different parts of Ubud. Can you get citizenship? I am a citizen of the United States, David. I have 2 passports. My father's American, my mother's British, and I was born in London. So if you ask me, am I American or British? I would say both, but if you ask me to pick one, I would say British. For many reasons, but I was born in London, so I guess you could say. Social Security number? Yep. Got that from both countries. I worked in America for a while. I lived there for a while. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, I think, you know, you hear, when I was younger, you hear grumpy old man. And I'm thinking, I don't consider myself a grumpy old man. I just consider myself a person who's seen too much in life and just feel like, don't bother me no more. I just, you know, like I just told you about this platform. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't live in America again. No way. I left there in 2012. One, because my ex was into extramarital activities, which it wasn't cool. Greetings from, where are you at in Thailand? Uttardi, I can't even pronounce that. Reggie Raccoon in Thailand. Good evening. Who's that foreigner Joe guy? Everywhere I go, he's there. Good evening, Joe. Would you recommend Ubud for retirement? You have to check into retirement details for Ubud. Ubud is an interesting place. It's more of a, used to be a spiritual place. 60. You are 62. I'm 62, and we'll get now. Okay, cool. Northern Thailand. Life is short. Enjoy your life. Yes, I agree 100%. Joe. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm grumpy old man. I look more British. Thank you. I think I like you. You know, you just, people, when you've been around long enough and you encounter life and you see the miserable shortness of people, you just like, dude, you know, you, in the early days, you argue with people, you have a point to prove. Nowadays, I just like, I don't have any point. I don't want to talk to anything about anybody. Just like, if you want to be kind and gentle and peaceful, I'll talk to you all day long. If you want to be miserable and argue or have a point, no thanks. Don't have the time. too old. See what I mean? I'm not old. I don't consider myself old. I'm still love life, but it's trying to read what you guys are saying. It's going by too fast. Last couple of years visit Chiang Rai. I see you go out a lot for food. I cook at home, yeah. I got a thing about chicken marinara just lately. You know, chicken with tomato and garlic and ginger and oregano, all that sort of stuff. Oh, I used to love to go to the woods. I agree. Away from people. Yeah, you're probably right about hiding in the woods. So, I'll tell you a story. Just give me a look at these comments. I'll tell you a story about the woods. $58, not worth buying a house. I don't know. Don't buy a house, rent it. Then you can move when you're ready. GIF! Sawadee Cobb. How's GIF doing? Monitor lizards. The guy who's building this house down there is cleared the land where the that little pond in the woods is, and so no, the big monitor lizards don't go there no more. They don't walk through my garden anymore. Yeah, gardening is fun. I mean, I started lots of flowers and stuff. Now I'm leaning more towards fruit. Thank you, Jessica. I like to cook a little bit. I don't know if I'm a good cook. David. AJ, good evening. Do I breed the birds or just have it? I don't breed the birds to sell. I never wanted birds. I just got them because I guess I felt if I take 6 birds here, I'm setting 6 birds free. And now I got about 56 birds. They just keep multiplying. People ask me, how do I do that? I don't do anything. I just created an environment. They like it, and they produce by themselves. But I love to watch them. I sit out there watching them. I wish they were like pigeons, where you could open the door in the morning and they could fly off and come back in the evening. But I think if I open the door, they'll all clear off. Joe's fan club's here. There, okay. Now, what was I going to talk about? I forgot now. See, that's what happens when you get older. It'll come back. Oh, retirement. I was watching Wood Story too, yeah. You know what? Here's my Wood Story first. There's some big bats. There's fruit bats that fly right across the top of my woods here. I haven't seen them a lot this lately, but before they used to, you know, they're real big fruit bats. Every night, hundreds of them will fly by. 1, 3, 6, so on. I'm going to do the Wood Story. I remember when I was in Germany, I was still in the green clothes, and I leave my apartment and go running, and I'd go up into the woods and just sit. And if I heard somebody, I would actually hide so nobody could find me. I didn't want people to know where I was. Just leave me alone. Just sit in the woods for hours. And that was in Germany. In England, I had a green bag I put over my shoulder with different books. And I'd do the same. I'd go find the wood and sit in there and see what herbs I could eat. You know, the first book I had was Food for Free. What herbs and berries you could eat. Wild berries and stuff you could eat. And I would go sit and do that for hours, watching birds for hours. So yes, I agree. Probably ex-military guys need that time, huh? I'm trying not to put my finger in front of the Food for Free. You have that book? Wow. I don't know where my copy is now, but I had that book, and I had survival books, and I had many other books, and I'll just go wandering in the woods and sit for hours just to get away from people. And that's when I was in my 30s. That's probably why I want to be here now. I know one of the reasons why I'm here now is it started from my childhood, where I just, just needed to be away from everybody. Just needed to be away from people. But, my dad was an alcoholic and very physical with it too. So, so I've had that in my life, and then many other things. So nowadays it's just like, leave me alone. Some nights I'm sitting here by myself editing or watching videos and stuff, and the nearest person's 100 meters away. I don't talk to nobody sometimes for days. I'm happy. That foreign Joe guy who's on here, he often calls me to say, "Are you still alive?" So Joe, thanks for calling to see if I'm alive. Because if I'm not, I'll be stinky in here. So, are you still out there? I don't see any new comments. When you comment, I know that somebody's there. Otherwise, I see a figure, but it says I'm still connected. Let's see what's happening. Oh, here they are. There is some. And bored. Stuck in Phuket and bored. Sorry about that, Roger. Unless you have a Thai wife and kids. David. Thank you. I'm cooked for Kevin. I think he enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Joe? Yes. The SAS survival book. That was written by Lofty Wiseman, right? I'm hoping you don't kick the bucket. I like to visit with you when I fly over. You can. Yeah. You could keep some hens, Kev. Yep. Yes, you are, and running well. Take care. Jessica Lopez. Buckets of blessings, girl. Lady, sorry. Yeah, I thought guinea hens are good. They're from Africa, and they eat all kinds of bugs and scorpions and everything. You all have to stay healthy for when I get over there in a few years. Well, come on, David, hurry up. What kind of things do you miss from America? If you wanted to send me a gift box, let me think. Who is the better cook, Kevin or Joe? I have to say Kevin is a better cook than Joe. If I would like something for a gift box, not sure. What do I miss from America? Beef jerky? Something like that, I think. Something that would... You can't put anything chocolatey in the mail because it's too hot. It'll be just... My mom sometimes sends me cookies from England, and by the time they get here, they're just one big gob of mess. So it has to be something that's not affected by the heat. So like beef jerky would be safe, I guess. But thank you for asking anyway. Very kind of you to ask. I have a troll the other day. Andy sent me some stuff he had. Who is the better cook? Oh, and I didn't ask for it, but he wanted to send it to me. I said thank you, so I shared it with you guys. And then somebody wrote later and said, "E-beggar." I'm like, dude, what are you talking about, e-beggar? I didn't ask for anything. So, block. Another one bites the dust. That e-beggar thing irritates me. If somebody wants to give you something, then and you want to receive it, it's a blessing both ways, right? So, I don't know what they're talking about. I think my comments get stuck. Yeah, thumbs up, everyone. Show my friend Kevin. Thank you, Joe. Some love. Thank you, Joe. Joe, who's a better cook, me or you? I think I am. Some English books? That's a good point. English books. Let me think. You know what? I'll put my hand up and say, there's a spiritual book, anything spiritual, not religious, but spiritual books I like. Oh yeah, I know best beef jerky. Gonna blow my mind. Go on then, do it. Are you English or American? Am I English or American? That's the question. I'm an Earth person, or I'm not from this planet. Do I miss fish and chips? Yes. Fish and chips, yep, I do. Do you eat spicy? A little bit. I'm born in England, but I've got 2 passports, British and American, so I can live anywhere I want. Do you eat spicy? I do eat spicy food. I would say my spice level, from me, when I first come here, my spice level was like 0. Now, some things I can eat, and Thai people say that's very spicy, and I don't find it spicy, but other things I can eat spicy, and they say it's not spicy. So I would say it's improved a lot, and I actually started to enjoy it now. So, but crazy spice I don't enjoy because it's, you know, you can't taste the food. I know that you need South African dried beef. Okay. Thank you, David. Terry, guineas make good watchdogs. Yes. Yes, I agree. I had guineas, but they are finicky. In America, I had them because there was ticks everywhere, so I got the guineas, and they hung around for a few weeks and then just went wandering off and never come back. Another one bites the dust. Anthony? Joe, I thought you was going to say me. Come on. Yeah, Joe, you have to cook for Brian, right? Address, I'll email you. Okay, thank you. I bet Giff is better than all of us. Probably, yeah. Actually, Giff, I don't know, I forgot the name of that soup. It's Jope soup. It's a rice soup with vegetables and lots of ginger and spices, and Giff made some really nice. Fawn is an amazing cook. Fawn? When I was in Liverpool, I ate fish and chips every single day and loved it. Yeah, I haven't had fish and chips forever. Geese are better. There was a goose down the river. He used to come up here and argue with me, but the big monitor lizard got him. Yeah, spicy food, spicier than the better. I don't know about that. It blows my head off. I'm addicted and have for years with beef jerky. It's plank jerky, almost the size of a piece of paper. Wow, that's a big piece of jerky. You know what's funny? I ate beef jerky when I was like in my 30s a lot, and then I just stopped eating it. But I did have they have a form of beef jerky here. I forget where I got it from and what it is. And it was quite nice. Actually, they do have another one. It's like a fish. I didn't think I would like it, but I did. What's my favorite food? There's a thing called drunk man stir fry. But there's another one that's similar, and it says red sauce. If you look at it, it looks like it's going to be like so spicy it'll blow your head off. But it's actually not that spicy. And I tell you what I really like nowadays is green curry. Oh, pumpkin green curry. Oh my goodness. Once Gift learns how to cook Western food, we'll all lose. Yep. I had some Thai food today. My mouth was on fire. I bet. I bet. You know, in India, when you eat spicy food, they always have a dessert of these like little cake things that are like a mega sweet. And I found that sweet things after eating something real spicy, if I'm going to try a new dish that's really spicy, I always do it in one of the, like in a mall, because then you can run straight and get some ice cream, because ice cream will kill it fast. Geese, yeah. Neater than dogs, yeah, yeah. Pork jerky, maybe, I think that's what I had, Brian. I can't remember where I bought it though. Yeah, drunk man stir fry. I learned that drunk man stir fry is a food that people who are been drinking a lot like to eat, and that's why they call it drunk man stir fry. But it's I don't really know how to describe it other than that. Super spicy food, David, from a Thai lady. That's cool. It's mostly dried pork. Yeah, I agree. Can you say the basic Thai food names into order in streetcar? Some foods I can speak, but I would say, you know, I don't live with anybody. I don't have somebody teaching me every day. So if I live with somebody, I could practice Thai more. But some days I can stay here 2 or 3 days and see nobody. You know, or I'll go drive off somewhere, but I go into a shop or something, or I'll order food. But generally, I might not talk to anybody for days. Yeah, I can get Amazon deliveries. I've ordered stuff from Amazon America and Amazon UK. What's cool about it is Amazon will charge you the money for the delivery and for the item, and also charge you the Thai import tax. So if there's an import tax on it, they charge you there. So when it comes, you don't have to pay anything at the post office. It's all already paid. I forget, what did I order now? It's been a while ago now. I ordered something. I can't remember what it is, but I ordered it anyway. I have a friend down the road who comes and feeds the dogs and the birds if I go anywhere. Hatkot Kimu. I'm not sure, Brian. I have it written on a piece of paper, so I just show my piece of paper. Yeah, I didn't think there was any comments, but what happened is I have to keep moving my finger across the screen because they're not flowing, so I have to move them, which is a better way because I can read them all now. Before they go so fast, but now I can. The only problem is you have to have my finger in there. Yes, they deliver to the house. Yep. if it's normal letters, and I get my electric bill comes here now. When I first moved here, I'd ask people to send me letters, but the post office never give them to me because they didn't know where I was. There's no street. This road doesn't have a name, but it's done by, they call it MOO, MOO, and it's a number, and they know you by that in this area. There's no street name. So anyway, I went to the post office and kept asking for them to come to my house, and then the postman learned where I was. Now they know where I am in the post office now. But the other problem was, there's a post office closer to me, but it's in a different like district, and same province, different district. So I'm actually at another post office, which is about 20 minutes drive from here. But they know where I am now, so I can get mail. I am renting, but it's private on how much. You can I knew a guy in the village, on the other side of the village. Varun, good evening. Thank you. There's a guy on the other side of the village who was from Holland. And he invited me over to his house one day. He's gone now. But he rented quite a big house, 1 bedroom, big living room, kitchen, bathroom, and a lot of land. I can't remember how many riders, but very big. 5,000 baht per month, that's all. So if you rent a house in a village, it's much cheaper than if you rent one in town. Yeah, so it's much cheaper. What dark horse retracted his message? So, what do you think, guys? Should I hang out a little bit longer? Should we hang out some more, or are you ready to say goodnight? Yeah, rent is very low. Actually, you know, I seen the other day, I seen the other day, it's, somebody made, face mask is over here on my, I have a shelf. I bought that mask a while ago. 9 in the morning here. There's a way for me to drive to Angtong through the country, back through the countryway, and I passed a little place that it was renting rooms. The rooms didn't look that big, maybe like the medium-sized hotel room for 2,000 baht per month, brand new. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. I'm going to hang out a little bit longer. Yeah, it was 2,000 baht a month for brand new building. I think there was like four rooms, and I would say the room looked a little bit bigger than an average hotel room. 2,000 baht per month. That's the cheapest I've seen or heard of, and I would presume it has AC for you know, if it's new, because you can rent in a YouTube. You can rent 2,000 baht, not $2,000. 2,000 baht per month, which is a, I don't know how much that is in dollars. From Bangkok, I am about 1 hour and 40 minutes on a good day. About 1 hour and 40 minutes to Bangkok on a good day. Yeah, 2,000 baht, not $2,000. Let's see if I can do it now. 2,000 baht. I think it's about $60, something like that, loosely. $68, okay. Yeah, $68 for a month's rent. You probably still have to pay electricity. Yeah, yep. Who knows who you're going to live next to? Yep. About 50 pounds, yep. Never lived in a village. You have to be careful living in a village, I can tell you, because they have a loudspeaker system where the mayor talks to the people, and they, in the early morning, like sometimes before light, you can hear them talking on it. Where I am, there is no village. There's no loudspeaker systems, but in most villages there's a speaker system, and they're very loud. Yeah, so if let's just say you lived in that, there's 4 people there, so there's going to be noise, but you could also be friends, you know. The squat toilets are hard to find nowadays. You might find them in older homes, or older, like older petrol stations, gas stations, but older ones. Hard to find a squat toilet now, but for Westerners it's hard to squat. For a Thai person, for Asian people, they squat all the time. They can sit like that for hours. If I sit like that, you have to lift me back up. I can't sit like that. But so for squatting for them, squatting to go to the pot is actually, they say, the perfect angle for the poop chute, to work. So it's actually better than the sitting toilet. But I've used those squatting ones before, and I can say it's not fun, but I've done it. So yeah, most of those squat toilets are gone now, but they still have the bum gun. Yes, I wouldn't be squatting much. I don't have any pain in my knees for walking, but my right knee, if I squatted, oh dear. Every often you hear the leaf blowers things. I haven't seen heard of a Thai person squatting on a normal toilet, but when I was teaching, there was engineers, the Royal Engineers, the Royal Signal, the Armor Corps, and the Armor Corps would teach Arab students, and they actually had 3 days to teach them how to. And in that 3 days, they taught them how to use a knife and fork. They taught them how to use the pot properly, how to clean themselves. In 3 days, the instructor had to teach the students how to do that before they started teaching them about the vehicles. That was Arab people. Yeah, so if you had $7,000 a month pension over here, you'd be a king. You'd live so easy. I live on far less than that. I mean, but barely making it in California. That's the plan. They don't want you to make it. That's the whole plan. So if you can, collect your pension and move out. But I heard Ecuador is a good place to go too. There was on one of the YouTube channels, they said the top 10 places to retire, and Ecuador was right up there. It's less stress. There's less paperwork. If you could already speak Spanish, you're in. Yeah, I think a lot of people take their pants off to use the squatter, otherwise they'll get wet or full. But I'm with you on the bum gun. When I first got here and started using it, I was like, what is this? And when you have to clean yourself, you go, oh, this isn't cool. But now I'm used to it. I think, if I ever move back to the West, I'd have to find something like that. travel to any of the Thai islands? I haven't actually. Like I said earlier that I haven't felt the need to travel. I've been up to visit Gordon in Chiang Rai, up in the mountains. You know, I wanted to see the mountains, but mainly I stay home or I travel. You know, I'll go off on day trips here and there. Just I'll go onto Google Earth and find something interesting and go see what it's about. That's what I do basically. Yeah, that's crazy. $70 for food is amazing. Yeah, for $70. You know, if you go out, if you take two people and eat Thai food in a Thai restaurant, I go to like restaurant a lot, right? Why? Because the people are crazy friendly and very nice, very kind, and the food is always nice. And I can eat like a starter. I can have a meal. I can have some ice cream, a coffee, and it will be less than $5 or $6, something like that. You know, maybe 200 baht, something like that. So what's that? You know, $6 for a meal. And you know, I can have a little. I often buy that. They have the sun-dried bananas, so I buy them too. It's crazy the difference. $70 for food. Crazy. If you go to the mall and eat, you're going to pay between $1, maybe $1.10 and $1.40 for a meal. And it's enough, you know. So $70 is crazy. It's the same in England. You know, you go to a restaurant and order food, you know, you get a bill. It's like, huh? What is this? But here you can eat, you know, you can eat Western food here. I started cooking a lot of Italian type food, but it's ridiculous. You can go, if I go buy, I can buy khao pat, which is khao pat kai, which is rice, vegetables, and chicken or pork. Sometimes it's too much for me to eat, and that costs me 35 baht, which is $1. Vegetables, meat, and rice, and it's really nice. No spice. You can get other menus, but it's the same. If you get a seafood or something, maybe it costs you 45 baht, which is what's that? $1.20. So if you ridiculous. Gloomy London. Hercules from London. Chiang Mai. Yeah, David, I would check remember that link I sent the other day with the air quality thing? Chiang Mai has actually got same pollution as Bangkok. It's maybe not as high, but it's still a lot. So, but Chiang Rai is much better. The whole of Thailand is bad, really, but if you look at Chiang Rai, it's pretty good. Never been to Vietnam. I did want to go. I wanted to go to Vietnam a few times, but I've never been. In Ecuador, you can use their public health care. Cool. Yeah, I heard it's not so hard to retire in Ecuador. There's high crime everywhere now. Everywhere. But you know, I hear of crime here, but I personally have never seen crime here. You know, when I first moved here, 3 scooters and a pickup truck, it was busy. That's a busy day traffic going by my house. Now it's much more busy, maybe double that. But the Thai police used to come by and stop and say good morning. They get out and look around, and the neighbors would come and say, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" But they just wanted a selfie. They wanted to talk and, you know, practice their English. And I haven't seen them for a long time, but they used to stop here, and I always used to say, "You need a fence and you need dogs." You know, I've left tools out, and nobody's ever stole anything. Nobody's bothered my truck. Nobody's touched nothing. Thai people won't even come in your garden. They'll stand at the gate and shout for you. They will not walk in the garden. Actually, the lady who I buy cake from, she comes by scooter, And today, this morning, was the first time she actually walked in the garden and knocked on the door. First time. Why? Because I told her to do it. Before, she would stand at the gate and shout. The postman beeps his horn. The guy collecting the money for the garbage collection beeps his horn. They will not come in the garden. They'll stand at the gate. So in Thai culture, people don't walk in your garden. They just stand at the gate. So I don't know where all that security thing come from, but I've never had any problem. Ko Sami. Is that, David, where's that at? Is that Thailand? I heard the toilets, yeah, the toilet, Steve, the toilets in Japan, I heard about that. Everything's like really modern with their toilets. The toilets in Japan is a science. I like that. Crazy is right, yep. $70, not including drinks. I mean, here you can buy beer in restaurants. Maybe like in the malls you could get. I don't know about in the mall. I haven't seen anybody selling. I know in Bangkok you can buy beer in restaurants. In the UT you can buy beer in restaurants, but not all. So the prices that I'm quoting are in local Thai restaurants. So mainly they drink water or Coke or Fanta, something like that. So not beer and stuff like that normally. Durian, yeah, very nice. Durian, you know, the smell is bad, but if you eat it when it's not, you know, when it's not so ripe, there's hardly any smell. But as it gets riper, the smell gets stronger. But it's nice. A bit like Limburger cheese. You know, Limburger cheese is if you smell it, you might not eat it. If you get it Limburger in a jar, so not too bad. Limburger in a box, if you smell it, you won't eat it. But if you just bring it to your mouth and eat it, it's not so bad. But durian is nice. But jackfruit is I prefer. It's actually a bird came by and pooped and dropped some jackfruit seeds on the ground, and it started to grow. I didn't plant it, and in the woods there's a jackfruit tree growing, so it'd be a while because those jackfruits are big fruits. Yeah, $1.40 a meal, easy. You can have a Thai restaurant, or you go to the mall and eat in the canteen. You know, I think the most expensive meal I've had in a canteen is like 60 baht, which is almost $2. And that's in a canteen in the mall. And it's clean. You order what you want. You go sit down and eat. If you want to eat Western food in a restaurant, for a pizza, for a middle-sized pizza, you're paying about 400 baht, something like that. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the prices are much higher for that kind of food. But I don't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken very often at all. I did go there the other day because they had a new recipe, the chicken marinara type stuff, but it was okay. It tastes a little plasticky, but it's okay. It's Star Trek toilet, yeah. I haven't seen this. I've seen the toilet seats with all the new toilets in the DIY shops, but I've not tried to use one. But I'm told Japan has got all the gadgets for the science of it. 20 baht a day for a whole. 20 baht I pay for a whole watermelon. Yep. The round ones. Yeah. 20 baht. You're right. Yeah, it's cheaper to buy a whole one and take it home and cut it yourself than it is to buy the cut up water. You can buy cut up fruits in bags, so people sell it. So you walk by and they'll cut it up for you and you get a stick to eat it. But 20 baht for a watermelon is very good. 100 baht. Yep. Last year, remember I don't know if you remember the video I did about the lady in the old lady in the boat in Senna. She's 80 some years old. Been selling noodles from a boat in the river. She's not in the river anymore, but you know she has a little restaurant. They have a market there that sells big pineapples. I forget now. I think the whole like a big pineapple, 40 baht or 50 baht each for the big ones. I think it was buy two get one free, something like that. But last year I heard that there was like a surplus of pineapple here last year. Yeah, air pollution. Yep, that's the problem. So if you have I never had a chest problem, never. But about August last year I started something, and then when I started looking at there's actually a website that you can look for air pollution in the whole world, and if you look at Thailand, it's wow, that's good, Roger. 60 baht. Very good. What do you need a 4-year university degree? I missed something. I don't know if they get. I don't know if in Chiang Rai. I don't know how bad it is in Chiang Rai. I heard Chiang Mai is bad, but I'm not sure in Chiang Rai. But if you look at that website I left in the description of that one. It's Chiang Rai is one of the best areas, but all the way down like southwest of Bangkok, Hua Hin and all those areas down there, that's good air because it has the ocean breeze to blow the pollution away. So if you want to live down there, but then the cost of living is much higher. Kyoto? Is that Japan you're talking about after dark? Or where's that? Kyoto? I'm not sure. I thought that was a K in it. I'm not sure. I go to the gym and the lady behind the counter never there. So yeah, yep. Trust people. All the best. See you later from Utia. I'm getting tired, I guess. Yeah, you're right. If the restaurant doesn't sell beer, most people don't care. It's only like the ones in the malls who'll say you can't bring food and stuff in. But in the local Thai restaurant, if you want a beer, you can take it with you. If you want a cup of coffee, you can take it with you. Nobody says anything. You know, if somebody's eating potato chips or want to eat something else, you take it with you. With 3 people sit and eat, then nobody cares. I don't know about beer and whiskey. I don't normally drink. If I drink a beer, I normally don't drink it with food. In fact, the last time I had a beer was with Joe, so I don't drink that much. Yeah, I guess you could bring if you had some whiskey in a small bottle in your jacket, nobody's going to say anything if you drink it. Most people don't care. How is the avocado plant? Everything's the only thing that's growing right now. Bananas are growing now, and the mango are growing now. We've got 2 different mango trees. They're just starting to come. The lemon is supposed to be a lime tree, but they've gone crazy big. I mean, like gone crazy big. I don't know what happened to them. I got 2 other lemon trees under some papaya trees. Papayas haven't produced much for a while now. The squirrels keep eating them. And many other fruit trees, but nobody's producing anything at the moment. Good night, Paul. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Sizzler's expensive. I'll tell you another expensive one is MK, because it's a big, but it's a set meal. What's that other one? There's another sushi type restaurant in the mall. That's expensive. That's like 350 baht each, but all you can eat. And I'm like, oh. Kitchiken doing food review in Terminal 21. Joe eats in Terminal 21 a lot. First time I went to Thailand, 1988. Iron my paper money and put it in a nice stack. Very honest and good people. Yeah, 140. Yep. Will you be uploading this stream? I just finished work. Yeah. As soon as I hang up, it'll turn into a normal video. So you'll see it, Andy. Thank you, Paul. Ontario, Colleen's here. Finally caught you on. Hope you're doing well. Staying warm over there. Thank you, Joe. Oh, the degree, yeah. I need a degree for the Japanese toilet. I don't have that experience yet. One day. Hello, Marie. Hoi Hin in Phuket in good air. Yeah. If you look at that chart, that website, all down the southwest side of Thailand, and that left side of the horseshoes, it's the air quality is good. It's just a higher cost of living. All the best to you, Marie. Thank you. Thank you, Roger. Hoi Hin is beautiful. Some beautiful beaches. Yep. Blame it on me. Do I drink wine? Yeah, I have I'm happy to have a glass of wine. Sure. When I was about 40, is probably when I drank the most. Maybe a couple pints of beer when I went out with my friends on the weekend in England. But nowadays, I don't say I don't drink. I just don't feel like it, you know. I prefer coffee in the morning, tea up until around 6 o'clock, and then I drink water in the evenings. I don't know where. That's a good question, watermelon seeds. I don't know where the pollution is coming from. I just look at the chart. I think it's because there's not enough wind to move the air. I don't know, but it could be traffic. I mean, often I'm driving down the road and you see a truck go by and just bellowing out the black exhaust. If I drive to Ayutthaya, I can pass some factories, and they're seed factories, and all the way along there, you can see like a gray, dirty haze all in the sky. So I can only presume it's from exhaust fumes. What happened till now? Just talking. Good evening, Marie. Sizzler here is terrible and cheap. Good night, Darren. All the best. There's a lot of comments now. I'm trying to read them all as we're going. That's why I'm sitting here like this. So I'm sorry. I can send you some. If you go to in my YouTube channel, Broken Cedar. If you look in the YouTube channels, click on About, and you'll see my address in there. Well, if you email me, the email address is in there. I can send you my address too, if that's better for you. I would like to do a meetup with other vloggers. Sure. I said earlier about if there was some vloggers close to me, I would like to plan something and like collab, do some kind of video or something creative, not just looking at something or talking, but actually creating something together, you know, like something. But you know, they have to be with somebody who's creative and wants to spend time to think about it, have a concept, and do it, you know. So I would do that, yes, sure. But meet up to talk, sure, Paul, I would do that. What time is it here? The time here is the same time as you. 9 minutes past 12 p.m. a.m. Sorry, Colleen. It's same as you. 12 hours difference. Yes, Anthony. It's I don't understand how people. I have nothing against anybody who lives in Pattaya. If that's what they want to do, but I don't know how people can live there and not have a hobby. You have to. I know, like a Pattaya droner. He flies his drone. He has a business. I think he plays golf. He does bowls. He does all kinds of different things. So he's busy. But you know, living where I do, I have my things. I am always in the garden doing things. But if you just come here and stay in an apartment and watch TV all day and eat your food, I think you'll go back stir crazy. So some kind of hobby, sure. And if you can find a hobby like if you like fixing things, electronics, you can have a small workstation. If you like programming, if you like art on computers, drawing, anything, but definitely worth having a hobby. Marie in Belgium, 6:12 p.m. Wine with dinner. Yeah, happy to do that. A little bit of wine with dinner, be nice. Hey, our kid, what's happening? Mr. G and Sugar, wandering around outside, doing their night patrolling, I guess. Yeah, David, I mean, I think that's... I don't want to get started. Don't start me off. I think the political climate, the air pollution, the way everything's controlled, you have to be smart to live today. Smart to live, to be happy and healthy. You have to be smart. I'm not sure how Simon from Land of Smiles, I'm not sure how far he is away. I have no idea, really. If I left Thailand, where do I think I would live? Now that is a good question. A very good question. Where would I go? I have a passion to learn French. Don't know why, but I've been trying to learn French forever. I think I couldn't afford to live in France. So maybe like we talked about earlier, Ecuador, something like that. because that's a lot cheaper to live. Less complicated paperwork and everything, so maybe that would be a place I would go. I don't know. Not sure. I haven't. I should think about it. I should have a bag ready, and I should think about that and have plans. So something to think about. But right now, I have no plans of going anywhere else. So not sure. But good question. Email sent. Thank you. I will check it. Try to remember to check it as soon as we finish here. Southwest Bangkok. Okay. Brian, there's probably, if you're smart, like Brian, he said he lives on the dark side in Pattaya, which is cheaper. So you could go down to like Pattaya, you're not far from the beach, if that's the thing you want. But if you're in a city area, so I'm not sure, but I think the air quality is better because it's near the ocean. So many things to think about. Yeah, there are lots of things to do in Pattaya. Yes, there's many things to do there. There's like Brian had a video the other day about if you're an English guy and you like bowling on a green, you have that there. There's fishing there. There's lots of things there. But it's down to, do you need entertaining, or can you make your own entertainment? So if you need somebody to show you how to spend your time, but if you like to bowl, or you like to play golf, or you like to do fishing, or whatever it is you want, then do what makes you happy. So for me, living the way I do, this is what makes me happy for now. I just have a passion about growing my own fruits. I don't know why, but living in the middle of nowhere. If I like fishing, I can literally 1 minute walk from my front door. I can throw a stone from my door and hit the river. It's like right here, and there's so many fish in there. I could fish all day long if I wanted to. But when I was a kid, I used to fish a lot. But I have a fishing pole, fishing rod, whatever you want to call it. I have one right here in the living room, over by my desk. But never put a hook on it. Do I miss the ocean and fresh air? Fresh air, yes, 100%. Like I said earlier, to have fresh air in the early morning when it's cool. I used to love to walk and run, so beautiful. I miss that a lot. That's the thing I miss the most is cool, fresh air. Okay, Simon is near Phetchaburi. Okay, thank you, Brian. Wow, I've been to Northern California. It's a beautiful area with the sequoia trees, and Oregon, Washington State, the country. I'm not talking about the city stuff. Beautiful area. There's the redwood trees right up there on the ocean. Beautiful area. What is that that big lake they have up there? And a ski resort, and I forget the name of it now. It's a big area. Three or 4 hours for me. Yeah, that's not local. Thank you. 4 nights, 5 days from my state. 4 nights, 5 days for 25,000 baht from my state. Is that to rent as a hotel? 4 nights, 5 days, 25,000 baht. Whew. Chuck and Paige, No Time to Be Sad, are in Northeast Laos. Even farther away, Brian. Yeah, Terry. I mean, I had a motorhome. I moved to America in 2001, I think it was. I moved to America, bought a motorhome, spent a couple of weeks fixing it up, and wandered around America and Canada for 16 months. Went to the national parks, took pictures of bear and wolf and everything. Loved it. I did it with my ex, and you know, when you're with somebody, you have to entertain them, keep them occupied, make sure they're happy, and you know, all that stuff. But if I did it by myself, well, I could sit somewhere on a hillside somewhere and watch birds for hours and hours, you know, just taking pictures with your, put a window in the side where you can stick your lens out, make my videos. Ooh, Kevin would be happy. Yeah, thank you, Marie. I found an interesting country off of Africa, Seychelles. It's French and looks beautiful. Hey, the Seychelles, do they, it's French. Do they speak, I guess they speak French there, right? Good idea. Thank you, Joe. Cheap apartment in LPN in Jontien or LN, 6 months to see if it is 6 months in Jontien. Lived in a RV for a few years. It was a good time. I miss it sometimes. There are headaches. Yeah, there are always headaches when doing anything, but I loved it. It was fun. And you know, you can travel around, you meet so many neat people. You know, you can drive into a small town in the middle of nowhere and just strike up a conversation with people. It's so much fun. But, you know, being on your own, you couldn't have a big motorhome because you always need that extra person out the back to connect the car. But if you have a van and no car, then, but I would say maybe it's good to have a scooter because you never know when you're going to break down, you know. So if you have a scooter, then you can drive off and get help or something, you know. So, but if you have a motorhome and pull in a car, you need people around to help, you know. But a van, I think I'd be okay in a van. A bread van would be cool with the slidey doors. That would be great. Do all the work myself. Yeah, I like growing fruits, Brian. I think you know, this is how easy it is here. People say, "Oh, you must have a green thumb or you're a good gardener," but I don't think any like that. I just think you know, you can eat fruit, literally eat fruit, take its seed out, and any scraps you have for veggies, I take it outside and put them around the plants. So, and they just grow, and I move them and put them in different places, and it's that easy. And if you know, it's I think sometimes, you know, I say you can put a stick in the ground. Well, frangipani, if you go to see another frangipani, like a tree, about this thick around, say the thickness of your finger, maybe about this long with a leaf on it, you can literally cut it, dig a hole, stick it in it, and it will grow. It'll grow a new frangipani. It's that easy. Amazing. So, David, when you were in Seychelles, they spoke French? Normal French? I know in I stayed in Biarritz, down the southwest part of on the ocean, just north of Spain, and their accent is very different. So I stayed there, but it was different than everywhere else. Seychelles is beautiful. Cessna. Yeah, that's up near, that's just north of Reading, right? Cessna, yeah. Um, that's a big area. That's not the one I was thinking of, but it's another beautiful area. I flew to from North Carolina to San Francisco, San Francisco to Reading, and I think from Reading you can drive up to Shasta, right? The mountain there. Lake Tahoe, that's it. Lake Tahoe, that's what I was thinking of, Brian. Yeah, Tahoe, yep. My opinion only, Thailand is a much safer place to live than Ecuador. I don't know anything about Ecuador, so I can't answer that. Too pricey. Yeah, I heard that. It's very pricey up there, but beautiful, right? Marie, where's your channel? David. I'm getting slow with the comments. I can see I'm well behind. Sorry. Country existed before the days looking at gorgeous. Moving to Alaska. Yeah. The road from, what is it, Yellowknife? No, what? I think it's Yellowknife in, what's the province? The Yukon. When you drive up through the Yukon, it's amazing. You can, I mean, there's a petrol station, gas station every 250 miles. You have to stop because there's nowhere else. You stop at that one, and there's another one, and that takes you all the way up into Alaska. But it's a beautiful, I mean, there's nothing to see. Just green, 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 green. Thousands of miles of trees, but it's so amazing up there. And a few small towns have passed through. Interesting. Yeah, Oregon's beautiful. Is it Route 1 that's right on the ocean in Northern California that goes all the way up into Oregon? You can stop anywhere along the road and see seals and stuff. Or used to be able to, anyway. Ah! Oregon Coast Guard. Very cool. Mr. Brook. White sand, line coconut trees. They speak French Creole. Yeah. They speak French in Africa, but there's an African twang in it. When you went to Chiang Rai, how long did it take you to get there? To drive, it's about 10 hours or something to Chiang Rai. I think it's from here. It's like 8 hours to Chiang Mai, and then a couple more hours on to Chiang Rai driving. And I was doing like 100 kilometers. Barry Island. I came to Thailand originally because I had a friend online I was talking to, and the lady said she had some apartments to rent. So I said okay, and I come and rented one of her apartments and stayed there for a couple of years. But I'm not really a city person, so she helped me find this place, and I stay here now. I'm always a country person, but I wanted to leave America because I could see where it was going. I didn't want to go back to England, but I wanted to come to Asia. I've been to Asia many times before. I've been to Thailand a few times, Indonesia, India, Nepal, so on and so on. So, so happy to come back to Thailand. Yeah, Brooke, about being lonely. You know, keep it short. I never wanted to be alone, but it's the way it's turned out. And initially, I was lonely, and now I'm not lonely. So I think it's it's a state of mind. I think I can't explain it any better than that. I'm well behind on these comments. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, lots of places to park. Oh, I caught up. Why did I go to Reading? You know, is that near you, Reading? 20 miles from the backwoods town. Reading, California. Central London. Ashley. Ah! Ashley, who lives near Tower Bridge, is that right? So go back to, why did I go to Reading? Reading, I used to go to church, and there was a conference in Reading. I forget the name of the place now, but I went there, and there was a 4-day conference. Bethel, yes. I went there and for a 4-day conference, and they had guest speakers come in from around the world, and I knew some of the speakers, and I thought fly there, and sat there from like early in the morning to late at night, just listening to people talking. It was great. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I only went there once. You're not really alone if you don't want to be. Just come on YouTube and have a chat. That's right. Colleen, this is the first time I've done live for 3 months. Because I was a naughty boy, I got banned from doing live chats. Because I did a video about boudoir photography. And the lady had more clothes on than a bikini. But they said it was bad. And banned me for 3 months. I'm a criminal. I think I got everybody. So what was Nepal like? Nepal is very dusty. So Kathmandu is very dusty. If you go to Kathmandu, make sure you take a mask. Very, very dusty. The Nepali people, very friendly. I stayed there a long time because I had friends there. I met some friends online and rented a room in their building where they lived. Stayed in Kathmandu probably like 2.5 months, and then spent 2.5 months all over. I was teaching English to Nepali teachers and Nepali students. Loved it. I lived, I forgot the name of the town now, way out in the middle of nowhere, up in the mountains. And it was, wake up in the morning, cool, fresh, beautiful air. The people are simple, simple food. I rented a room, and the lady, she cooked my meals, and I had a room, and I paid some ridiculous amount of money, and the food was very nice. The family were very friendly. Everybody was friendly. I loved it. Oh my God, that is pathetic. What's pathetic? If you ever come to London, you are very welcome to come around for dinner. I love what you do. Thank you, Ashley. It's very kind of you. I'll hold you to that, shall I? If I ever come back to London. Maybe one day I'll come back. I'm not sure when, but if I do, I'll be sure to give you a knock. Talking rocks. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. About, I agree with you what you're saying, Colleen. This is I've been doing some research, right? Before I started YouTube, I did research for a long time to understand um, how it all works. And I thought, the creative side I can do, and I said how big I could get and how long it would take me, how much maybe I could earn to help to supplement my pension, etc., etc. And I learned in the last few days that it's not all what we believe and see. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Um, I don't want to scare anybody, but I would say to anybody in the Western countries, be smart. Start thinking about have a plan B. I don't want to say any more on here, but have a plan B. Um, anybody with half a brain can go on YouTube and search a few things. And I mean, somebody said earlier about the Brazilian waxing thing. You can see everything. The stuff I had was more than a bikini. So you would see less. If you wore a bikini, you would see less. I had more. So, but talking about boudoir photography, lighting, it wasn't a great video. I did it one night when I was tired. I shouldn't have posted it because looking back now, it wasn't really a high standard of quality that I made it. But I did it, and I was talking about, for me, I enjoyed it. The lighting was always the hardest part, to get the lighting just right. You want low light, but you need good quality picture. So to do that with video is even harder. So, but it's an art form. So I liked it, and I talked about it. So I guess a troll came by and seen it and decided to report it, and they didn't want to talk. They just said, you've been banned because of some junk. Well, I just said, whatever. I can sit for 3 months and wait. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. I would love to have dinner and a chat and a cup of tea and just swing the light a little bit, catch up, share. Thank you. Maybe I'll go to Nepal then. I've always wanted to go since I watched Golden Boy, Eddie Murphy. I'll tell you why I wanted to go to Nepal. When I was in the green clothes, I had to take some vehicles somewhere in Germany, and I dropped them off to these people, and they had Nepalese soldiers. In the British Army, you have Gurkhas. They call them Gurkhas, which is a district of Nepal. Long history. But I didn't have a job. I just had to take the vehicles there. And so I sat around talking. I love people. I love geography. I love traveling. So I just sat and talked to the Nepali guys. Some of them spoke English because I lived in England. And they told me what Nepal was like. And it was all the things that I, like a little boy, would dream of. Going into the mountains and the things he told me about the villages and the cultures and the people and the way people eat and drink tea and all that stuff. I had to go. And so it was meeting those Gurkha soldiers, the Nepali guys who work in the British Army, that the reason I had to go to Nepal. And I would say, would I do it all again? Yes, sure. It's not expensive, and it's an eye-opening culture. What I also liked, I like to study different belief systems. So, I read about anybody's religion or belief. I don't like religions, but the belief side of it, what they believe in their spiritual journey. So the Nepali there's a lot of Tibetan Buddhists in Kathmandu and other places, and Tibetan Buddhist temples. So I went there, and one just outside of Kathmandu, a temple, I went there and they were chanting one day, and I asked if I could stay in the the like their church or whatever they call it, actually in the area where they chant. And the people said, yes, you can sit over there, just be quiet. And I said, thank you. And listen to them chanting and making that noise, the music with the way they make that rumbling noise and everything, and the amazing. It was like living inside of a National Geographic film. It was beautiful. Yeah, Colleen, that's the one I was telling you about. Yeah, they show everything, and that's not sexual, right? Whatever. They can do what they want. I'm happy, and I'm here today. I'm still alive. So, Veronica from France. Hi, Kevin. It's Veronica from France. What about Bhutan? I've never been to Bhutan. I'll tell you why. I wanted to go to Bhutan because of their belief in the way they live. But Bhutan has a thing about travel. If you go there, you have to spend $200 a day. It was $200 a day. Every day you're there. So if you go somewhere, you have to have a hotel booked, you have to have this, you have to have that, and you have to spend the total of $200 per day, every day. The way around that is if you invite a Bhutanese person to come live with you on holiday. So if they come to you on holiday, and you make sure you have pictures and you record keep their flight tickets and all that sort of, or copies of it, and you take them to places and you show pictures, keep all that as a document. And then when you apply for your visa and go there, take that with you, and then you don't have to pay that because you're going to visit them. But the Bhutanese government will ask for proof that they visited you first. If you haven't visited them first, then you pay $200 a day. And I thought, I love their idea of their country, but I don't like the idea that somebody's going to tell me how much I have to spend to visit their country. No, thank you. So I never went. But would I go back? Probably not, because for the same reason. But I'd love to visit their country one day. Their national sport is archery. I love that. I love where they're located, but I don't want to be told how much I have to spend. Have you ever been in this world wonderful country? It's somewhere to dream. It seems to be a dream place. I agree on plan B. It's why things are, yeah, plan B. Have a plan B, I would say. Make preparations. Even if you think you're secure and there's never going to be a problem, have a plan B. I've always been a bit of a survivalist, and what I see going on nowadays, plan B. Have to leave, Kev. Answer the email. I will. Thank you, Brooke. Brooke and Ashley. Ashley been to Nepal? Cool. I've been to Laos. Never been to Laos. No, Ashley. I've been to Indonesia and Thailand, India, Nepal. But I've been to Hong Kong just to fly through, but I never visited. I'm not good with lots of people, so that's my problem. Nepal, Colleen, if you ever get a chance to go to Nepal, even if you stay in Kathmandu, it's worth a visit. I mean, if you went there for a week and just stayed in Kathmandu, it's worth doing it. There's so much history there. It's amazing. Just be careful. Don't get ripped off by the so-called shamans and things like that. Shamans or whatever you call them. But if you just hang around the Buddhist stuff, there's stupas and amazing architecture and culture to see just in Kathmandu. But you can visit other places. It's safe. The minibus rides are crazy, but you can fly if you want to. Cheap enough to fly. Interesting info. You will love Lao. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, Kevin, time for me to go. Thanks for the chat. David, time Take the car, buckets of blessings. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to sign off. It's 20 minutes to 1 or quarter to 1 because my clock's slow. I've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Crazy! They banned me for 3 months, and so I stayed on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, I would say good night, guys. It's been my pleasure hanging out with you. I've enjoyed my evening. I hope you have. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Sawadee ka. Look after yourselves. All the best, guys. Mark Lar, he is hoping to return to Thailand for a final blast living in the Kansas. Okay, thank you for that. But you are... I think actually best place in Asia. For me right now, where I am in my spiritual journey, I mean, I live in an earth suit. You see me in this earth suit, but the person living in the earth suit, who is he? Who is she, right? Right now, where I am in my journey, right here is where I'm supposed to be, I believe. Living the way I do, you know, trying to stay away from stress, trying to remain peaceful, centered, whatever, to stay healthy. You know, I consider myself to be extremely blessed. I'm, you know, 62 years old. The only thing, these are reading glasses, 1.25 reading glasses, and that's the only thing I have wrong with me, I think. My hair's gone white, but it was white at 24 because of the woman I live with. But and that's not a joke. That's serious. So I consider myself to be blessed to still be healthy, and you know, many people I used to work with are gone already. They died in their 40s and 50s, not made it this far. So I think I'm blessed. So buckets of blessings to you guys. Yeah, plan B is easy. Just keep it right. All the best, Tony. Well, good night, Paul. From South Africa. Have you had you on one monitor and been operating a live stream in South Africa? Cool. I've been to South Africa once, only for a couple of weeks, but I stayed in Mozambique for 3 months. That was different, kind of spooky, but different. They had the best papayas I've ever tasted. Wander safely, our kid. Thank you. Good night, Ashley. Bucket Sour Kid. Veronica. Good night. Thank you. Wow, you have a wonderful sleep, Kevin. Thank you for the chat. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Veronica. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Tipsy from North England. Good night.